just when you thought you've seen it all. I'm dropping a hot new build concept never been done before. Remember this hybrid skill damage build I recently put out? It is super strong, and many of you are already having fun speeding through legendary content with it. This new build has juice, and it's not what you'd expect. It's an off-meta run-and-gun skill build strong enough to solo legendary or play in group. With it, you can clear legendary strongholds just as fast as the previous hybrid build I put out. And if that build is the champ of hybrids, this new build is the #1 contender. Let me show you what it can do, and stay tuned after for the build details. Like the champ, this build has 6 skill tiers, 20% armor on kill and 20% bonus armor. It also has 3% armor regen. What's new is that it gives you up to 45% amplified weapon damage to your gun without using glass cannon. That's right, no glass cannon, which is one of my favorites. It doesn't leave out your skills either. Each skill is going to get 15% bonus damage, and with each kill, you will apply a disorient status effect to everyone around you, as well as get a 30% skill damage buff with 20% bonus armor and more weapon damage. This is going to help you get up and close and personal and push up on the enemy, which means you'll be clearing heroic and legendary content a lot faster.
So anyways, let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
There's nothing new about Hunter's Fury, but the way we're loading it out is completely new. We're using the exotic assault rifle, the Capacitor, because it gets more power from the skill tiers in addition to our red weapon damage cores. It's also going to juice both our skills for 60% more damage, which is a ton. Notice this AR has both damage to armor and damage to health. That health helps us with robotics, weak points, and heavy chungas. Both of those are multiplicative damage attributes that are stacking on each other and on top of the crit damage. So if you've ever wondered why the Capacitor feels so powerful, that and the muzzles mod with 30% crit damage are why. The Hunter's Fury gear set is really well balanced and gives you everything you need for running and gunning. And when we get to the chest piece, you will see why this is such a great idea. For the mask, I have skill damage and rolled a skill tier and equipped a crit chance mod. We're skipping over the 2-piece 15% damage attribute because we're using the Capacitor, which is an AR. But that's not going to be a problem because the complete set is giving us 20% armor on kill and 45 amplified weapon damage to enemies within 15 meters when we're at full stacks. It's also giving us that disorient status effect to help us jump mobs of enemies, and that helps a ton. I suggest taking out the weakest link first and working your way up the chain. The gloves have a skill tier and more skill damage. The knee pads look just like the gloves, and the holster has armor and crit chance. This gives us 1.1 million total armor, which powers that armor on kill nicely, as well as the bonus armor we get on kill. You can run a weapon damage core or skill damage here if that suits you better. For me, this felt right. The backpack is the exotic Memento. No surprise here, and I put crit chance on it. Remember, this backpack is going to give us 3% armor regen, 30% weapon damage, and 30% skill efficiency at full stacks. And with each kill, we're going to get 20% bonus armor, 30% more skill efficiency for a total of 60% skill efficiency and more weapon damage. This is a big enough motivator to get out of cover and shake and bake.
I got a message for all of them. Ready? Shake and bake.
What does that do? Did that blow your mind? That just happened.
Shake and bake.
Yeah. What?
Shake and bake.
Hey, be sure to join my Discord if you haven't, and I'd appreciate the like, comment, and the subscribe if you like what I'm putting down. I got lots more where this came from. The chest piece is special. I have Fenris with max crits and kinetic momentum. I rolled on a skill tier. If possible, try to find a chest guy here instead. If you do, you can relieve some of those crit chance mods for crit damage, which is going to equate to more than 10% assault rifle damage that Fenris is giving you. Grupo is another suitable option, but this is what I had and it works great too, as you can see from the footage. What's really cool about this loadout is that we get all this power without needing glass cannon. Now truly, I'd prefer to still run glass cannon, and for the bets, I recommend that. But I wanted to showcase how powerful this build is even without glass cannon. Think about it. The Hunter's Fury set is giving your gun up to 45% amplified damage without any of the incoming amplified damage glass cannon gives you. So there's no downside. And glass cannon only gives you 25% amplified weapon damage. However, it also juices your skills. But kinetic momentum gives us some of that back with 15% more skill damage to each skill. The assault rifle gives us 60% skill damage, and the backpack gives us 30 to 60% more skill damage when we're fully stacked and grabbing trophies. So this is a well-balanced and powerful setup.
Let me tell you, hold on. Shake and bake.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Awesome. Makes no sense. So to shake and bake, it's nonsense.
The technician specialization is the obvious choice for this setup because it gives us extra damage to robotics, and there's a lot of those in Legendary, as well as the bonus skill tier and 10% more skill damage. Here's what our tier 6 skills look like on paper. Remember, these numbers are before kinetic momentum, before the momentum stacks, and the stacks from the capacitor. Offensively, we have 50% crit chance and 87% crit damage. That may not seem like much, but the amplified damage over the multiplicative damage from the armor and health damage attributes makes that mean much more in the field than it does on paper. We're also getting 220,000 armor on kill as well as 220,000 bonus armor on kill when we snag that trophy. The armor regen is going to be somewhere around 35,000 armor per second when we're at full stacks. Now, this is going to work in group play just as well as it does in solo. Legendary strongholds don't scale up or down depending on the size of the group. So if it's as strong as it is in solo, then you will have nothing to worry about in group play. For heroic...
What's going on here? Oh, sir, I'm arrested.
It slaps. Just remember to get out there and get some. I like to get the most out of my turret by bringing it along with me as I run and gun. I constantly set it up and pick it up. And because the kill sprints are so quick, there's virtually no cooldown on the turret by playing this way. If you lose your skills for any reason, don't fret. Speaking plainly, this loadout is OP for heroic, and your AR along with that amp damage and memento trophies will cut them down nicely.
Say it one more time.
Shake and bake!
Does that feel good?
Yeah, it rhymes. They're both verbs.
Awesome.
It was rare for me to go down on heroic. Just remember to keep your drones with you as you go. You don't need a shield because they're going to take most of the aggro for you. I don't mind taking some damage because I know I have the 20% armor on kill on standby. If you want to 1-2 tap anything in your way, this double shotty build featuring the rock and roll shotgun is for you. Tuxedo out.
On everything. Follow me.